How you doing?
I love the heart at the end.
Yeah.
It's been so long since we last streamed. What have you been up to in the intervening time?
Jeez, what haven't I been doing? You ever been to Guadalajara?
No, but I did just take a jaunt to Antarctica.
Oh, really? What's there?
Cold.
Send some of that down here, will you? My God, I don't go on a rant. Don't go on a rant. Okay, so yeah, sorry for the stuttering. Sorry for the weirdness right off the bat. In case, for anybody who just found this while searching, oh crap. Hold on. So I am already drunk. I am already pretty drunk. And okay, maybe not drunk. I'm getting there though. But also I just came back from a 2.5 hour Splatterhouse stream, which got pretty freaking frustrating toward the end. But now, since we have some time, because I managed to clear Splatterhouse 2 so quickly, I think we can actually finish Eternal Darkness. In case you're wondering what happened last time, just watch the old stream. Just watch the last stream. Oh my God.
There
has been quite a bit of
save hiccup. Non-save hiccup.
Dolphin, why do you have to crank the volume up to max every single time I start you up?
Doubting.
I'm sorry, you were saying, Rex?
I said we had a save hiccup. That's what happened.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna go as fast as we fucking can to get past Michael's stage. Yeah, like I said, if we're gonna finish Eternal Darkness tonight, we are going to have to we're gonna have to start now, and we're gonna have to go as fast as we can. So
you'll get through Michael's stage very quickly because you already know what to do.
Oh goodness. Oh, I saved here? Oh God.
You saved here, okay.
Thank fucking goodness. Okay, so oh, and I'm full on everything. Well, you know what? Here. I'm gonna fill up again. What? You know what? Here. Wow. Then I'm at full fucking magic.
Michael was just not destined to be a spellcaster.
He really wasn't.
He spent all his formative years honing his body, not his mind. Also, let's just go ahead and get this out of the way. You might want to redo your casty rune too, or have you already got it? Oh, you already got your casty rune, okay. That's the official name of it, by the way, casty rune.
Honestly, I thought that my save was much, much further back.
Yeah, I wasn't sure when it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of feel stupid now because this is really not that far back. Shit.
Still, I think you needed the break from it. You were a bit frustrated with it. Because he did throw some bullshit at you.
Yep, and we've seen all this.
3 minutes till detonation.
Yeah, honestly, this electric floor thing, it's just stupid.
Yeah, it doesn't really do anything to hurt you, it just takes time. To cast the spells, I mean.
Yeah. Man, that must have been weird to record.
Yeah, I suppose so. Never think of things like that.
Well, I gotta say, like, screaming bloody murder is kind of an, you know, it's a skill, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it'd actually be kind of fun too. I don't think I could do it, but it would require a bit too much. I don't even know what the word is. Abandon for me to do it. But
Yeah, like, it really is a mood, you know? I guess we may as well, you know, watch this cutscene.
Thanks for coming. I didn't think you'd show.
Look, I have no idea who you...
I think you do. Just as much as I know you know. Now let's be quick. The Guardians know where I am, and I won't last the night. But that's not the point.
What's this?
Something you need. Don't open it here. Only in privacy. They can sense it if it's not shrouded.
Is it one of the artifacts?
You must leave now. Look, there's something I have to do before they get to me. I can't protect you if they find us. Good luck.
You know, Edward Roivas didn't know that, you know, his death was coming. Michael does. That's sad.
it is sad. I think Edward suspected a bit because he left that letter saying,
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Whatever, but he didn't. I don't think he knew it was coming right then and there because he was so caught up in his book when it happened.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel pretty stupid, you know, quitting like that because I honestly thought that I didn't save until I seriously didn't think that you remember how I saved, you know, like right after getting the Emerald Effigy? I honestly thought that was my last save, and I thought that it was going to be like an hour to get back to where I was.
It wouldn't have still taken an hour though because you knew exactly what to do. It would have been very quick, but
I knew what to do, but where to go is another question entirely. That place is a fucking maze.
I think you needed a break from it, so you got a break from it. That's what you did.
Cancel. Yeah, that thing about hitting the sword in the wall, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, those are green ones. But who was Door?
Who was Door?
No, I'm gonna put it under the Christmas tree.
Alright, Warrior,
Well, that'd be a nice present to get, though. Well, part of it would be. The Enchanted Gladius would be. Not so much the essence of Ulyav.
Yeah. There we go. Just enough to keep the crying.
Which is what we want.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, there we go. Restartcrying.ogg. Yeah, it does kind of take away from the ambience when when the the sound effects are crying and everything is so obviously like an MP3 file that's just being looped.
They did maybe go a little bit overboard with the crying.
But again, technology.
Yeah, that too.
Okay, so I don't remember what is the. Oh no, we already used it. Never mind. Oh my god, I feel fucking stupid. That was like 10 minutes to get back to this point.
Yeah, it's fine though. It's not a big deal.
I just can't climb this ladder because it's shafted by the seal. Past Max already very solid years ago.
We didn't know for sure how much time we need for Splatterhouse. So you really want to play that.
Yeah. Doom suggested by Edwards and Maximilian towards the city existence is far more credible than Alex had thought. Here are the ruins of Ingon, the corpse city. Parasitized by guardians of Zelotov, 9 great towers dwarf the surrounding buildings. It would appear these towers serve some kind of focusing array, channeling great tides of energy into the city itself.
And I think you would have been more stressed playing Splatterhouse 3. near the
I
end there
agree.
if we didn't have much time left.
I agree. So, yeah, it was a good move.
Yeah, it worked out for the best. Even if anybody watching this after the fact will have to, go from one VOD to the next, I'm sure
I'm
that's
gonna
not a
make
big
like
deal for them.
playlists.
Yeah, playlists.
Yeah,
okay.
that's what I'm gonna do. I really need to do that. Okay, cast.
Well, if you really want it to be authentic, you should put the Splatterhouse in the middle of the playlist. Which would defeat the purpose, but still.
That would just be funny.
Just a 10-second video of you dying to that stupid boss enemy in the second to last level.
Do I have enough? Yeah, I have plenty of magic to do that thing. All right, here we go. So you raise a good point. Can I actually stand on the sides?
I think you can. It looks like you can.
All this time, I had no idea.
So it's still bullshit, but it's not as bullshit as it seemed initially.
Okay, so that's a magic field. 7 large green. Gotta make it. Yep. A new spell.
Could you have cast it from up there near the door?
I need to make it. Wait. No, I think it needs to be within range.
Okay.
I think. I'm actually not sure.
Paragon.
Spell magic.
I don't think I did a very good trade for this spell.
You're right. Maybe I can just do it from up there. I'm actually not sure.
Maybe. I love Chitoga's voice. And I love Olios' voice.
Yeah.
And I love Zelotat's voice, really.
Matrox is the only one that's kind of weird.
Yeah. They did a pretty good job with the voices in this. Oh, we get it. Stop crying already.
Right.
We get that you've
Heavily
been
damaged,
upset for
crumbling
like...
into rubble and dust. It is to be used. It must somehow restore to its former state.
We get that you've been upset over something for like 2,000 years, lady. We get it.
Right. That's right. There it is. Part of the broken pedestal lies on the floor. I'll just go ahead and restore her sanity.
You don't have to do that just because I was complaining.
I mean, we also want to hear the music of this area. If there is any. Oh, it's just boom, boom. But
Yeah,
it's
just
it's less
ambience.
annoying than, you know, the constant screaming and crying.
I wonder what you do now.
Right? It's that easy. So that is how Daniel repaired the orb. Oh, maybe the guy
I would love to have a repair item spell.
Oh my god, right? Oh yeah, these plinths look like the ones pies you didn't come from the city. Where they found the distance. And the heart of Matarok.
Wish you could organize those pages a bit better. Not that it really matters.
Like turning on a power plant.
Yeah, flipping a lever.
Exactly.
So this time we're summoning the horror of
Correct.
Chiturga, aren't we?
Yep, so we are summoning creature. That was fast.
Do it again.
They're kind of forcing you to use this spell, aren't they?
Oh, not you too, bro! Why is it only taking like 2 hits for these guys? I mean, like you do that like boom, boom, boobity, boobity, blibbity bop. I guess so. Was there anything? I forget. Was there anything you had to do in here? Maybe not. I don't know.
You know what they should have called this game?
What?
Neat Eternal Darkness. Because I don't think Alex has got a job. I don't think she's got a job, and I don't think she's in education.
Neat Eternal Darkness?
Neat Eternal Darkness.
Oh! Okay. Oh shit. Well, more of this shit, huh? You know what? Now's a good time to test that. Let's give it a shot. Dispel magic. You mother
That did work.
fucker. I had no idea.
I just thought it was weird that they
I-
were forcing you to stand in the yellow stuff to cast it. I mean, I know you can use shield.
I thought... No, you... All this time, All this time, I thought you had to be next to it.
Oh well.
Meaning
that'll
that
be
death
something
was
to
for
know
nothing.
your next you'll know in your next playthrough.
My God. My God.
But still, we didn't even know it was there
My God.
when you ran into the yellow stuff the first time, so it might have happened anyway.
Can't believe I'm still learning and dying to really basic shit.
It's a game that just keeps on revealing more of itself.
My God.
It's like the mysteries of Oblivion.
Keep the spice flowing.
You know, I don't think the damage flaws really add that much to the game. Personally.
That's what I, you know, said earlier, that the damage was just a really kind of stupid mechanic.
It's just there to force you to use spells, I think.
Basically.
Which is, you know, a bit of a puzzle, but not really.
Do I have any ranged weapons? Oh, I do. And not a terrible lot of ammo. But you know what I got? This, which is much better.
Oh, it's that way. Yeah, that is better. Wait, do you have a shotgun with Alex?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good. I
Yeah,
couldn't remember
shotgun.
when you
And
got that.
24 shells, nice.
See, I wouldn't have even thought about doing that.
Oh, that's right. Switch is already pressed. Dum-de-dum.
Dum-de-dum indeed.
Don't forget to fucking save!
Probably would be a good idea.
Yeah. At least these are going by pretty quickly. Man, so satisfying to do that one. Yeah, I don't think we need to hit any levers. I think we just need to activate the greater rune doodle.
Yeah, it's a bit confusing going through it a second time and not knowing exactly what you still have to do.
Yeah. And you know what? Since I'm getting tired of running out of stamina. There we go. Infinite running.
And you'll still replenish MP even without... Oh,
Yup.
you did the Mandrake one. Okay, never mind. I was just going to say, you'll still replenish MP even without...
Yeah, just not as quickly.
Yeah, just not as quickly.
Wait, magic pull? God damn it, that was supposed to be shield. Well now I gotta recast magic pull. Son of a cock.
Son of a cock, huh?
I remember I had a friend who would say, technically we're all sons of cocks. I'm just like, Jesus.
I was about to say that, actually. Oh, so you just got to summon the
That
different
should
types.
be enough. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're supposed to be shield. Spell list, shield, assign, boop, boop, and boop. There we go. Red Trapper, or Blue Trapper, Red Zombie, and Green Horror, I believe.
Yep. Oh, you're populating a zoo.
Yeah, exactly! You know, I really like summoning, like, having minions in games. Like, I love, just having something else to do the fighting for me. In Morrowind and Oblivion, I use the shit out of conjuring spells. I loved playing, like, turret building, jobs in, like, tribes, and in, and Torbjorn was, when I played Overwatch, Torbjorn was my favorite. Engineer, I love playing the Engineer in TF2. Basically, I just
Depends on the game for me, but I do like having, automatic followers and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. So in a lot of games, if I have the option to become like a conjurer, I will become a conjurer. But in this game, Yes.
Because you have to control them directly, it's not as fun.
yeah, and honestly,
Is that what you were gonna say?
it's not just because you have to control them directly, it's also playing as them is not fun. Cool entrance though. Like, oops, yeah, after a horse been summoned, press A to attack enemies. Enemies can be targeted attack from far away to use a shock attack. Press start to release control the horse. They can open doors, but not pick up items. Interesting, they can open doors.
I guess it's the first time you've cast it.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, like, you can see that they're really slow. They're powerful, but they're really slow, and it's just like,
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
it's not a whole lot of benefit. You're such a better fighter as Alex than you are, any monster. Especially like, I mean, there's actually is some use to playing like trappers. Honestly, there's some reason to use them.
But they're not going to be good in battle, and the zombies aren't either, really. So
Yeah, exactly. Zombies are pretty terrible.
okay, there you go. Never mind.
Wrong one. I mean, that's a magic one. I meant to do the Mantark one. Forgot that I didn't assign that to quick spell. Whatever. Not a big deal. Oh, I didn't even see you.
Whoops.
Well, guess what? Now I can just restore my magic!
Yes, you can.
Flamingo.
Flamingo.
I meant to say, like, something involving the word lame, but whatever.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
don't you?
Flamingo.
Oh, by the way, look at that. The things that I summoned throughout the game are in there. That's a nice touch.
Oh, that's really cool. I
Yeah,
forgot about
the
that.
bureau and the corpse that was blocking the door, they're still there. That's honestly clever.
That really is.
Well played.
I think you don't mean well played. I think you mean well designed. Actually,
Wait, what?
you don't mean well played. You mean well designed.
I mean,
Because you're the one playing.
Ah.
You're the one who's designed it.
ah! Oh yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I was being obnoxious on purpose.
Ah, that's right. I forgot about this. There's something I gotta do here. I totally forgot. Oh yeah, I think it's just once your sanity gets up to a certain level, it'll take me back.
Can you cast a sanity restorative? That didn't help. Oh yes, it did. So the Mantarocki floor lowers your sanity or something? Maybe you need to use summons. Or maybe you need to cast a Zelatath shield. Or just use stealth, either way.
Or just stay away from that. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah, I
all it is.
thought
I
it
think you
was
just stay away from that and, you know.
I thought it was the floor that was doing it. but it's
I did
just-
too. It's you'd think that that's what it would do, but it isn't. You really would think that that's what it was. I mean, it's a very noticeable, you know, region of the room. Kind of stupid, honestly. It's like that's
Yeah, a little bit.
yeah. It's a dumb mechanic. Any little dudes? No little dudes? Okay, good.
Yeah, we definitely want Chiturgo. What happens if we accidentally summon Woolioth or something?
Right?
Will it let us do it? I think
No, I
you
don't
can
think-
actually get that one wrong, can't you?
Yeah, I don't know if you can get that one wrong. Can you?
I have a vague memory of being able to choose which one you can summon, but maybe not.
What if you just summon
It has
Celadon?
Yeah. It has been a long time, so I really don't know. I don't like how it's spelled Zelatath, and then whenever Zelatath's voice speaks, it says Zelatoth.
Why? How do you think it should be pronounced?
Oh, I thought it was Zelotov, but I guess the A can make an off sound, so I don't know. I'm probably just complaining about nothing.
That was weird. It paused.
Hmm. Three more to go.
Yep.
Not one to go.
Yeah, you can tell that there really isn't a whole lot more to say about this game now that there's, you know, all these. There's a lot of periods of just silence. What is there to say about this game that hasn't already been said?
I'm sure we can come up with something. But hi again, Neos.
Hello, Neos.
We are very close to the end, I think.
Yep, we are. Yeah, we are very, very close to the end. Speaking of, by the way. Did you know that Roivus, backwards, is Savior?
Oh my goodness. So her name is Zella Savior.
I was about to say, did you know that Alex, backwards, is Zealous?
Zelotov?
Deep lore! Can I just strike all these guys with a magic attack?
I hope so. You should try.
Let's see. Nope.
Those are shit revolving, probably much else. Oh, that works.
Oh, that was the best one yet.
It was.
Sorry to do that to you, little guys.
I'm not sorry.
Oh. What did they ever do to you?
Very, very annoying, inconvenient teleportations. That's what
But they help
do.
you move your furniture.
I suppose that's true. But can you retrieve it is the question.
No, but they help you move it.
Yes, they do.
Next. Only 2 more to go. Yeah, you know what? We're at the end of the game. Let's just.
Some of these Mantarok spells cost a lot of magic.
Yeah, they really do. I feel a little bit like Hero in Smash Brothers. Just hang back and just cast a shitload of spells and only engage once you're, like, you know, fully buffed out.
Sounds like a fun character.
No, he's not. He's like one of the... I fucking hate him. I hate fighting him, I hate playing him, I hate everything about Hero.
Well, he sounds like an interesting character.
Yeah, he's an interesting
Does something
character.
a little bit differently. Do you need an Ulioth thing to do that? Nice. Wait. Oh, I think it just means you have to...
That one is shiny now, the other ones are not. So... that one's shining green. Is the other one still shining red or not? It is. All right, so I just gotta. Actually, I don't even need to move. It just attacks everything. So now cast that of.
Take confusing. That's a confusing cinematic.
Interesting.
Try hitting the Xel'lotath one, since it's a Chiturga.
Maybe, yeah. Since I got a Chiturga one, yeah, I'll go hit the Xel'lotath one.
Maybe you have to do it with physical attacks, because the magic attacks hit them all at once.
You're right.
Or maybe not.
Maybe I just... Here, let me actually just try it here, the Enchanted Gladius.
Oh yeah, you might not be able to do it with the special
Well,
one.
it says that it's enchanted with Chiturga. Nothing. Yeah, I don't remember what to do here. Let's see.
Maybe you need to do a 7-point spell instead of a 3-point.
You're right. Maybe I do. Also, let me just check something here, cast.
Or dispel magic, perhaps. Which Dragon Quest game is that?
Nothing. Yeah, maybe it is the 7-point magic attack. That would suck.
Nope, it's determined to be a weird puzzle. Oh, no, hang on, it did work, okay.
Weird?
That cutscene just confused the hell out
Yeah,
of
that
me.
makes no fucking sense. I mean, what? How did that even work? I mean, it looked like... Why even have the symbols if you're just supposed to destroy them all? It doesn't make any fucking sense. It makes no fucking sense.
Why even have the cutscene? Just-
Exactly, why even have the fucking cutscene? That's stupid. Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, this game is... It's a lot of fun at the beginning, but yeah, I would say at this point this game is kind of worn it's worn its welcome. It's time to wrap it up. Let's go, guys. Come on.
Yeah. Which is a shame because you'd think the final scenario with Alex that the game's been leading up
Yeah,
to
you'd
the
think
most
that.
fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, Neo. So I've been thinking of trying 11. I've never finished a Dragon... Oh, no, I finished Dragon Quest 3. That's the only one I've ever finished.
You know how memory-oriented I am, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can go back to and play Dragon Quest 11. I downloaded the demo because I heard that it was like 10 hours long and really good. And it's like, hey, the trip to Japan is going to be like 13 hours. That'll eat up some time. So I played the demo on the plane to Japan, and now it's like I have such good memories of that now. It's like I can't go back and play it if it's like, yeah, it's like, I don't want to tarnish that memory.
I guess I can understand that. I never used to like the Dragon Quest games. I didn't like 8 when I played it, even though everyone raved about it, but I've come to appreciate the series since then, so...
The only one I ever
try.
played was a demo of 11, and I enjoyed it. It was very old school, very, very traditional, and it's like, I like
Yeah,
that.
it has not lost sight of its roots at all.
Yeah,
So
exactly. Sometimes that's just what you want, just a traditional, old school, RPG. And it's like, yeah, Dragon Quest seems to fill that niche very well. Alright. What does Alex have to say about this? Same thing.
Is it art? That's for you to decide, Alex. Art is in the eye of the beholder. which is why people can paint squares and earn millions of dollars.
So it didn't work.
Well, I hope I don't miss anything important because I will be right back.
All right. I'm gonna wait for Rax because assuming that this worked, then yeah, this is gonna be a pretty important part, which means I should save. I should go ahead and refill that. Do I recover faster when I'm walking? Maybe it's just when I'm moving. Yeah, it seems to be. I'll wait for Rex to come back because he's probably going to want to see this. Man, when you compare it to the mansion, the city does not seem that big. That skull still has a tongue. Never actually eyed the map of this area. Yeah, so, by the way, interesting way of spelling Lich. Never seen it spelled with an E. Yeah, match the power of the Lich. Since he is, summoning Xel'lotath, I need to summon, Chattur'gha. Yeah. Yeah, not really a whole lot for me more to say about this game. Basically, everything that I have to say about this game is after we beat it. That means I'm just gonna pause. Oh, yeah, that's right. Equip the Enchanted Gladius. Let me look up the what makes the Enchanted Gladius so good. Ah. So apparently, it can actually be thrown at enemies if they are distant. You probably have to target them in order to do so, but yeah, aside from just, you know, having permanent enchantment on it, apparently you can throw it at enemies, which is pretty cool. I think it'll come back like a boomerang. This is the Tome of Eternal Darkness, where experience, spells, and enchanted items can be stored for further use. It has been made from fragments of human skin and bone, and endowed with magical, that's magic with the CK, powers. A Smith & Wesson Model 37, one of the smaller revolvers in the Smith & Wesson family. It's a double-action revolver. Is capable of firing a 38 special ammunition, which allows for extra stopping power. Don't get a gun nerd on about the stopping power of a firearm. Okay, Winchester Model 1300 Defender is quite possibly one of the finest pump-action shotguns available. Unique slide action operates a rotating bolt, and unlocking its recoil assisted, making it very fast and smooth to cycle.
Written by a gun enthusiast.
Right? Or you would like to save your current progress. Yes.
So what did you have to change to...
Nothing.
to get this
it just had to come back. That's all.
Okay.
That's nice that it, it tells you, to save your progress, just in case.
Oh, were you waiting for me? Thank you.
Yes.
Sorry to make you wait.
No worries.
Ah, Miss Rivers, you're just in time. The summoning spell I began 2,000 years ago is finally complete. You will now have the honor of becoming the first morsel for my Lady Zelotov. An appetizer for the banquet your race shall provide.
You forget what it means to be human, Pious. The human race will never go quietly into the darkness. For as long as you have spent summoning your lord, people have struggled against you. Now, thanks to their efforts, I have 3 of the Ancient's essences. Now, Pious, this is the end.
The end indeed.
By the power of Pelvis! Those cutscenes were weirdly silent.
What's really silent?
No, those cutscenes are pretty silent.
Yeah, I hate it when that happens.
Okay, let's see if I remember what to do here, because this is, one of those process-based ones.
Oh, the really demanding, confusing boss fights. that
Yeah,
are
exactly.
More puzzle than fight.
Okay, so I think I should assign this to something. Let's see, to red, to that.
You probably want a shield like he's got.
Yeah, I think I also want to reveal invisible. Let's see. Don't you like how... Oh, shit. All my shit... Oh, crap, he dispelled all my stuff. Maybe I should, Yeah, just make it, 5 points so, I can get off a little quicker. I love the clankiness of his armor.
It's pretty great.
Ah, yeah, there we go. Thank God he's slow. You know what? Yeah, never mind. Hey, you're using Mantrock spells too. No fair. Oh, wait. Did he just... He can't...
Spelled you again.
Yeah, he just dispelled it. God fucking damn it. Again, kind of a weak boss fight, honestly.
The boss fights in this game are weak, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even such a bad thing to make it puzzly, but the weird way they did it, I don't know. Poor Anthony didn't
Yeah,
even
I know.
get a hit off.
Okay, now we're back to Anthony. Charlemagne, I failed you! Say that every time. Hey, have you seen the size of that pelvis? It's fucking enormous.
Really?
That ass is too big for little Anthony. Hey, come on. Do your doodle. Do your doodle. Nene. Aha!
Anthony can't catch a break.
Right? Oh god! I can't wait to do Roberto. He's gonna be so goddamn slow. I'm gonna call you Tin Man. Oh, I got this fucking Talwar. Oh god, it takes so long to swing! Jesus Christ!
Oh, he's sucking up your health now instead of sanity.
That sucks that he won't let me, use buffs.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I like the Eurobeat. Yeah, aren't the cutscenes like kind of silent compared to the rest of the game?
Yeah, the sound mixing's not all that great.
I like that little bit of just metallic clanking.
I mean, you could probably spell his stuff too, couldn't you?
I think I just gotta keep doing this.
Yeah, probably.
Oh! Oh! Screaming! Oh, that's nice. And it, that's still, you know, still there. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah. Oh, I'm too fat. I'm too girly.
Oh, you have to hit him to get it to spawn. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the way. That's what you're doing.
Maybe does he really? Yeah, I think that's what the Mantrock one. He just counters my my spells and just turns them off, or my buffs and just turns them off, I guess.
What an asshole.
Alright. Come on, do your thing. Oh, I don't have to hit him in between. Yeah, I don't have to hit him again. The artifact is already there. Oh, okay.
Cool.
Never mind. I've been doing this wrong. Boop. Oh, he's gonna be mad. Bitch, I just saw you duplicate! I know which one you are!
And he just hit all three of them anyway.
I mean, you know what they say about a guy with big claws.
No, but that's fine. Is it just me or is he getting faster?
Actually, if anything, he gets weaker as the battle goes on. Counter attack!
I actually hitting now.
Hey, how come you don't get interrupted?
Exceptionally rude.
Broken! Yeah, see, he's limping now.
Prius ain't getting such good fuel mileage now, is he? Well, he might not get interrupted, but it is a great time to hit him when he's casting.
Oh, now I'm exhausted. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Take that. Yeah, once he's getting, you know, interrupted, no reason to wait for him to attack.
is not so easily destroyed. No. My death is just the beginning.
They all say that.
Surprised touching his stuff didn't lay some kind of curse on her.
Right?
What have I done?
Quickly, Alex! We must find this creature! It cannot be allowed to remain in this universe!
Wait, binding it makes it fight for you.
Right?
Imagine having complete control over Chiturga.
I like, by the way, if you choose all the wrong ones, he says different things.
Oh no, you don't want to do that again.
Nice. Oh, it was protected.
Ah, crap! No, that's not the one that I wanted to choose. Shit, I chose the wrong one.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. Protect creature is bind. No, he gets like more and more irritated. Yeah, when you choose all the wrong ones, and eventually goes, no, use the squiggly one, that one over there.
The ancients' plans are
Nice.
finished. For now, at least. You have proved to be an incredibly courageous young woman. Your mother and father would have been proud of you, just as I am. I'm sorry it had to be like this. It's not quite the inheritance I had in mind for you, but there was so little time, and so much to do.
She still gets an
Goodbye,
awesome house
Alex.
out of it.
I will miss you.
As I gazed up at the ancient I had brought into this world to stop Pius, my mistake was made clear. This ancient could lay the world to ruin just as easily as Pius's would have. And yet, as quickly as it began, it ended. To think that once I could not see beyond the veil of reality, to see those who dwell behind. I was once a fool.
There it is. Yeah, I said she says something different for each of the gods that you pick, and that's my favorite one because it's, you know, she says what Pius Augustus said at the beginning of his chapter.
Ah, right. Yeah, kind of bookends it a bit.
Mm-hmm, exactly. So you've overcome the darkness that has prevailed for over 2 millennia. This accomplishment will begin a new era for humanity. Now, would you like to record this grand occasion in the pages of human history? Yes, you do want to do this, because...
Also known as a memory card.
Yeah, exactly. You do want to do this, because now it... Probably the brother of Dennis Dyack.
Or father, perhaps.
Or father, that's right. That's the most likely one. Yeah. A relative. I am drunk. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
That's fine.
But anyway, yeah, so that's Eternal Darkness. Man, we cleared 4 games in one night. Wait, 3. 3 games in one night. We did 4 streams in one night.
Did.
3 games in one night. Yeah, so it is, you do want to save. If you look at your save file now, it'll have the Zelatoth symbol. Because
you can keep doing it with the different gods.
Exactly, we cleared the game with Zelatoth being the main antagonist. So now if we load that file, it will begin a new game, but this time, Zelatoth's rune will be absent when Pius Augustus goes down. Yeah, so you're forced to choose one of the other 2 that we did, the other 2 gods that we did not take. Beat the game with all 3 gods, and then I don't think you have to beat it a 4th time. I think just on the 3rd time, you get the special ending, where basically it says, like, every playthrough that you have done was a different reality.
Yeah, that's right. And all the gods were killed.
Yeah, exactly. And, Mantarok, the overseer of all the gods, combined all 3 realities into one where all 3 of the gods are dead. And now he is the one lone true ruler of the cosmos. And it indicates strongly that Mantarok is not going to be particularly benevolent either.
I was going to say, he seems like a pretty hands-off kind of guy.
He does seem to be more, hands-off, and he does, like, remember, if you look at the scrawlings in the Elia chapter, it seems that at some point he was worshipped and revered and even seen as a fertility god.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
He's very, very ugly and effluvial, however.
Effluvial, yeah, that's there's David Hayter.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, we're going through the cast right now. Kim, my guest, that's right. She also played Xel'Toth, one of the voices. Yeah, again, seriously, this game has half the fucking cast of Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, it certainly does. Definitely a good cast, though.
Yeah, very good cast. And just a very good game all around. You can tell that it definitely does not have the kind of, flair that, like, some other AAA games of then had. You could tell that it was very kind of like almost like elementary in some of its structure, not all of it. Not elementary. What's the word I'm thinking of? Not amateurish. Just like you can tell that it was made by not as. Again, I don't want to say talented.
Less
they were very talented.
Less low budget.
Yeah, that's it. It does seem like that's what I was looking for. It does seem like a little bit of a lower budget title. But what they did with it is phenomenal for, what they had. They made up for it with style. They made up for it with taking some interesting chances with gameplay that I think really paid off. Unfortunately, I do feel like the later levels, they really did kind of run out of ideas and they really kind of phoned it in.
It's a really interesting game, but it did drag out towards the end.
Yeah, it did drag out.
I don't think the final boss and the ending were all that great either, personally.
Yeah, I agree. The final boss was pretty. None of the bosses in this game are that great. By the way, like how the ending credits were not widescreen.
Interesting, yes.
Yeah. Yes.
And replaying it several times is cool to get the true ending or whatever, but I don't think it's all that replayable because very little changes. Very little changes. Like the order of zombies that appears, the cutscenes are different because obviously Paisa Augustus is communing with different gods, and you get to see what the different gods are all about. And not enough is different. Yeah, exactly. Not enough is different. But to really make you want to play through it another couple of times immediately. Maybe not back to back, but I will admit, this is like my 5th or 6th playthrough of this game. Oh, that's interesting. I played it through twice, I think, or I started the second playthrough. Yeah. So you say it doesn't have replayability, but seriously, it's gotten like 5 or 6 playthroughs. Over a long period of time, it does, but I don't think there's much of a drive to get right back into it. It is not the desire to see all of the gods and all of the cutscenes and, the true ending. That is actually not what drove it. Honestly, what got me wanting to go back and play this game so many times, just solid gameplay. Cool characters. I mean, I want to play it, but I love this. I want to play it twice in a row. I love the spellcasting system. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying I'm not going to play it twice in a row like Sekiro, but I will go back and play it just because it's a game that you look back to fondly and it holds up. You go back to it's like, you know what? That game had some really interesting mechanics. I want to see those silly, sanity effects. It played pretty damn well. And yeah, by the end, you're just going to be like, oh, come on, just end it already. But you know what? When you get to that point, the end is right around the corner. That is true. Yeah.
And so, yeah, I really, really like this game.
I just wish Alex's scenario was a bit stronger in general because it's just hyped up throughout the entire game.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
We're
Yes,
going to go through all these other stories,
Yeah.
and then we're going to get to the real protagonist, and then by that point, you don't do all that much. It's not particularly interesting, and I don't think she's very well characterized, to be quite honest.
she doesn't. really
Everyone
have a
else
lot of
has more of a
character,
personality than she does.
Yeah, there should have been more about her trying to solve, her father's murder. And maybe what I think is that maybe not everything should have been in the mansion. I think that would have been cool if it took the course over like a week and she had to go out into the surrounding the surrounding area.
If she had to solve some of the mystery herself instead of just having everything handed to her through the book.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe like have some like Evil Dead shit happen where the universe, where have her go out into the forest, maybe have her go out in town at one point to find something. I think that would be cool.
And maybe there's some self-doubt instead of just my only characterization is I'm brave and strong, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, honestly, I had seeing her, she had no challenges to overcome besides solving her father's murder, and we really don't know anything about Alex, and I think it would have been cool to see her overcome a challenge of her own. She never, even when she picked up the Tome of Eternal Darkness, at the beginning, she was freaked out by just, seeing a bloodied corpse under a blanket, and by the end, she's, maybe it's because she live through all these people's eyes? I don't know, but it would have been cool to see how these events take their toll on her. It would have been cool to see her maybe follow in Maximilian's footsteps, where yes, she does end up becoming brave and powerful, but she basically can't live a normal life like Sarah Connor, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it has her sanity meter going down every time you read the book, but that doesn't do enough. It doesn't really show a change in her character.
It would have been cool to see her take up the mantle of Edward Roivas. To see her, continue his studies and all that. I think that would have been a really cool approach to take.
I think just by the end, they were running out of budget or ideas or whatever, and they just abruptly finished it. Yeah. Maybe have a fewer chapters throughout the game.
I think it had just enough. I think it had just enough chapters.
If they needed more resources for Alex's chapter, I meant.
Yeah, I agree. I think it had just enough. The number of chapters was right, but by the end they definitely could have done more, especially because you get the I almost want to say it's not Persia. Maybe it is Persia. You get France, Persia. You start revisiting similar areas, pretty frequently toward the end. And
I think we could have done with one less visit to Persia. We didn't need the Bianchi, whatever his name was, Roberto Bianchi scenario, I don't think.
Yeah, the tower, the Tower of Flesh. Honestly, I'm like, what was that all about? I don't get it. That didn't make much sense.
Most of the others I'm 100% fine with, but I think that one was a bit unnecessary.
Yeah, I think that they had this cool idea. We need something that's like a tower that's made out of people. But it's like, okay, what does it do? I don't know. Okay, what's the importance to what's its relevance to the story? What significance does it have to the lore?
It was just there to give Bianchi
a
bad ending.
It was a set piece. Yeah, basically it was just a set piece. I like the idea of it, but yeah, honestly, I don't know what importance it served to Pius Augustus's plan. It seemed he called it a monument. He called it a monument.
Imagine if you had to go and visit these locations as Alex. That would have been really cool.
Yes. Yeah, in current day.
The trail of clues.
Yeah, exactly. To see, you're right. You're right. Honestly, Chapel oublié is French for the verb oublier means to forget.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what significance that has. But I hear that a lot, and although it may be a reference to something in everything, fucking everything all the way down to the settings, the names of the people that are involved, like even the name of the inspector are like named after like H.P. Lovecraftian, you know, references.
That's to be expected, I suppose. It's heavily influenced.
Yeah, but anyway, what I was gonna say was that you raised a very good point earlier about how one of the strongest points of the game, I think, was seeing how environments change over the generations. Cathedral Oublié was the best example of that because, you know, we got to see it during, you know, the medieval times, then we saw it during the Spanish Inquisition, and then we saw it during World War I. That was really, really cool. Persia did not really change all that much.
And it just got annoying.
It just got annoying. It absolutely did. But yeah, Cathedral Oublié, that would have been cool, and it would have been cool to have Alex, you know, come back to these places and see how they change. And even if, like, she doesn't go, maybe if she went to, like, Persia, and maybe, like, if she goes into the ruins, it's not very deep into it, but to still maybe, like, to have, that would be a good opportunity to have, like, the surrounding area, maybe see, like, a city that was, formed around the monument and how they have been corrupted by it or something like that.
And then she would have earned her victory a bit more, I think, because really everything was handed to her, and she was brave, but you never really got to see that bravery build up. It was just, she gave that speech to Pius at the end, and that was it.
She just became very determined, basically. And yeah, Alex had so much room for characterization, so much room. And Pius could have been so much cooler by the end instead of just this clanky little skeleton that swings his, you know, butt staff at you.
Yeah, he could have done with a bit more characterization as well, rather than just.
He was so cool. That's the thing. He got
straight out evil.
I think he got a fair bit of characterization. I mean, what? Of course, he's going to be straight out evil. He's like a zealot for, you know, whatever god he is. I think he got plenty of of characterization, and the thing is, he doesn't need to be deep. He doesn't need to be a complicated character, but he just needed to be
his
more
antagonism towards Alex or something. Maybe could have.
He needed more. He needed to be more intimidating, honestly. Besides his appearance, he really was not that intimidating.
He did make a very cool villain, you know, real, almost like a darker version of Saturday Morning Villain vibes from Pius, I think. He was really cool, but maybe more of a... He just didn't feel like he had as much impact towards the end, I think, as he did early on. I don't know. I might be...
He was a bit of a letdown, I will say that. He was kind of disappointing in his role and, like, what he did, and just how, like, the fight, it's like, it was so disappointing. It was so disappointing fighting him. It's like, really? This is the bad, you know, the big bad that has been meddling with humanity's affairs over the course of 2 millennia? Really? This guy? This, you know, little tin man, you know, just coming around, you know, trying to desperately, you know, like an old man, you know, swinging his ass staff.
And it makes sense that, you know, obviously you're not going to be directly fighting one of the, you know, the gods, but just kind of having it pop in with cutscenes here and there while you're fighting Pius, it just feels a bit underwhelming, I think.
Yeah, you want, again, the thing is, I know that, you know, times have changed, technology has improved. I'm just like, you want a good example of 2 smaller people duking it out while their avatars fight, you know, up above Bayonetta to the 2 meet, the chapter. That was really cool. Even if it was, you know, just a flashy cutscene basically playing in the background, it really... I think
that's all you need sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. That's all you need to give that sense of story, because this is a very story-driven game, and, you know, and to more story-driven than Bayonetta is, and having that, you know, would have gone a long way in just making Pius and, you know, seem a little bit more crucial to everything instead of just...
If it's actually happening in the background.
A glorified... a glorified eldritch
stooge
priest. Yeah, you said stooge is a good word. I was going to say priest, or, you know.
Yeah, just that whole last encounter was a bit disappointing. They could have done a lot more with it.
Yeah.
Even with the technology, because you see things
your wires
in general from PS2
again.
and all that probably do a better job than that. Sorry, what?
Your wire's staticky again.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, I agree. They could have done a better job with that. It's not a perfect game. It's definitely not perfect. Even for the time being, there were some things that it was there were some like little. These criticisms, not all of these criticisms can be blamed on the era. So, yeah, it's not a perfect game, but still, I think it has enough to keep people coming back.
It's still really cool, but I think that's a sign of a game that captures your imagination so much when you think of all the ways that you wish they'd done more with it.
Yeah.
Better than a bland game that doesn't.
Oh my god, people have been clamoring for an Eternal Darkness sequel for so fucking long.
This is one game where it really would make sense, I think. Am I still staticky, by the way?
No, you're fine.
Okay, good.
What happened to Silicon Knights, by the way? Let's see. Let's give it a look.
I think they probably folded into, like, Eidos or Core or something.
Okay, I'm taking a quick look. Let's see what they were.
Well, Crystal Dynamics, they might have become Crystal
Was.
Dynamics.
Yeah. Whenever your article starts with was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
I mean, they made Legacy of Kain, and Legacy of Kain continued on with a whole bunch of sequels, so it could just be that.
Yeah, Silicon Knights was founded by Dennis Dyack. He left Silicon Knights to form Precursor Games after the loss of a court case against Epic Games over the Unreal 3 engine. They won the case and a countersuit for $4.5 million on grounds of copyright infringement, misappropriation of trade secrets, and a breach of contract. After that, Silicon Knights went bankrupt in 2014.
But I think a lot of the people working there folded into maybe Crystal Dynamics or something. Well, I think maybe I'm thinking of a different company, but
wow,
the Legacy of Kain series definitely continued even after Silicon Knights.
I wonder what Silicon Knights did that got them, on the copyright infringement and misappropriation of trade secrets. I wonder what that was all about. Oh, here we go. Lawsuit with Epic Games. Silicon Knights sued Epic Games for failure to provide a working game engine, causing the game developer to experience considerable losses. It alleged that Epic Games was sabotaging Unreal 3 licensees. Epic Licensing documented stated that a working version of the game engine would be available within 6 months of the 360 developer kits being released. Silicon Knights claimed that Epic not only missed the deadline, but when a working version of the engine was eventually released, the documentation was insufficient. The game studio also claimed that Epic withheld vital improvements to the game engine, claimed that they were game-specific while also using licensing fees to fund development of its own titles rather than the engine itself. Then Epic countersued Silicon Knights, saying the studio was aware when it signed on that certain features of the engine were still in development and that components will continue to be developed and added as Epic continued work on Gears of War. Therefore, Epic said that Silicon Knights knew when they committed to licensing that Unreal Engine 3 may not meet its requirements and they may not be modified to meet those requirements. Additionally, the countersuit claimed that Silicon Knights made unauthorized use of Epic's licensed technology and infringed... Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
So very punitive, I guess.
Yeah.
Or vexatious, I guess the word
is. Yeah, and then they just said, yeah, you infringed our intellectual property rights. Without any more details, it just sounds like Epic Games being Epic Games.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all.
God fucking damn it. Yeah, just from all the information I'm seeing now, it just looks like Epic Games being assholes. Killed Silicon Knights. That's a shame.
I mean, I'm sure most of the work is folded into something else, but that still really sucks.
Yeah.
Again, I want to know why Legacy of Kain continued, but Eternal Darkness didn't.
Yeah, I wonder where all the other devs went to. Maybe they went Maybe they went to Dyak's Precursor Games.
Maybe, yeah. Because Eternal Darkness was, you could say it was a more popular property, I think, than Legacy of Kain. Oh, I don't know about that, but certainly it wasn't unpopular. A lot of people remember it fondly. It had backing from Nintendo.
Oh yeah,
and everything.
Oh yeah. Legacy of Kain was very popular. There are lots of people talk about it to this day, very fondly. And they did the Twin Snakes.
Yeah, which a lot of people were not quite as fond of, but
yeah.
considering they just took Metal Gear Solid and they made it, they updated it, but they made it really silly. More so than usual.
Yeah. Hey, maybe that's why that they had half the Metal Gear Solid cast in this.
Yeah, well, if they made them close together, it probably was easier to just keep working with the same people.
Yeah, that's a shame. Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like we're probably never going to see a sequel to Eternal Darkness.
Yeah, it's one game that could have really used it. I still wish they'd done a little bit better with the story of the game towards the end.
Yeah,
it's
but
still a fantastic game.
But what we got, despite everything, I really can't argue, too much. I can't complain too much. The game definitely does have its flaws, but not any more than most games out there. So
And it's quite inventive.
It is really, very inventive.
Yeah.
Not just in the whole sanity thing. Also, like, just the story development, the way how it jumps back and forth between all these different timelines to piece together a story. The characters are very seriously, even you remember the characters. Even if they didn't have much character to them, you remember them. There are no characters in this game where I went, oh, I forgot about this guy.
I forgot about Roberto.
I did not.
They were pretty, for the brief amount of time they spent on screen, they were well characterized, I thought.
The only one that I came close to forgetting about was Paul Luther, and honestly, I don't know why.
I guess I sort of forgot about his whole scenario as well. But it was one of my favorites.
I never forgot about him, but it's like he's the one that I found to be the least memorable. Well, I mean, like, the least memorable doesn't mean that his scenario was bad by any means. No, definitely not. Like, honestly, I have no idea why. I just don't remember his as well. That's around the time where I started, like, losing track of what to do and where to go. The one that I, like, remember the least about is probably, the World War I one. What was his name? Edwin. Yeah, Edwin's, was probably...
or Paul Jacob or Jacob something.
You're right, yeah, it might have been Paul Jacob. Yeah, there's a lot of Eds and Pauls,
Yes.
Yeah, so...
I think it was Jacob something, I'm not sure.
Yeah, Paul Jacob, yeah, it may have been that.
That was one of the ones I remembered the best, actually, because I enjoyed that it was a bit different with the adventure gaming elements.
Oh, yeah, I can't say that. For some reason, that one is the one that I remember the least about. The most boring one is probably either Edwards or Michaels.
Michaels, I think, does go on a bit too long.
Yeah, it goes too long. There's too much, running through, up, down, running through ruins. There just isn't enough depth to it, I think. I like
just a few less visits, fewer visits to Persia, I think would have been.
I don't think it's the how many times you visit it. It's just honestly, I like the idea of a modern day firefighter stumbling upon an ancient ruin like that, and yeah, I like that. I think that they just should have done a better job with it. That's it. I think they kept...
What was the other one that we keep forgetting to mention? The temple where
Edwin Lindsay, the archaeologist?
Yeah, and Elia, and who else was there?
That was Elia, and then Edwin, and I think that was it. I don't think we ever visited that one a third time.
Yeah. See, that didn't outstay its welcome, although it really would have if you'd gone to it any more times, I think.
The Persia one, I think, was best with Karim.
Yeah, when it was fresh.
Yeah, exactly, and I think that... I like that story. It was so simple. He went in there to retrieve a valuable for a woman that he loved, and yeah, for a total bitch, by the way, and she ends up, stopping him, and
and they still
after she's dead, yeah, and the Empress, yeah, I thought that was a really cool storyline.
He was one of the most interesting characters.
Yeah, I like Karim. My least favorite of the characters. Probably Roberto.
Yeah, Roberto for me, because he just... Honestly, that whole scenario felt pointless to me.
For me, like, the problem with that is, again, because the Tower of Flesh just was not that. It had no bearing on the story whatsoever. You could have taken it out entirely and the story would not have changed at all.
Yeah, it was just to put in another person who got fucked over by Pius, I think, to show how evil he was.
Yeah.
But we'd already seen enough of that,
Yeah.
really.
I honestly, I would not have taken another. Where was the one where Ellie and Lindsay? Where was that? The Jungle Temple?
I can't remember where.
I can't remember what it was, but yeah, Cambodia. I think it was Cambodia.
That does sound familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Cambodia. I don't think I wanted a third Cambodia one.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
The mansion levels were probably the most interesting to me.
I think so, because you started the game out there and it was like, ooh, we get to see, this area in the past. I think that would have been cool. I think it would have been cool to see, like, more of the past in Maximilian's.
Or if the past had been a little bit more different. I mean, yeah, the rooms looked a bit different, but...
And, like, decorations were a little bit different, but, yeah, I still think they would have been cool to have, I think that, they could have expanded on that a little bit more.
I think Maximilian's scenario was my favorite. But I did really like all of the cathedral ones, Oubliette or whatever it was called.
Anthony, Maximilian's, yeah, I think Anthony and Maximilian's are my favorites.
Anthony's was really interesting, just seeing him decrepify in real time throughout the entire mission.
And you feel so bad for him.
Yeah, and then when he comes back later, that's cool.
Yeah, he really does seem to be, like, encompasses the plight of someone who got fucked over by the Tome of Eternal Darkness, I think his, journey, and him and Maximilian, I think, had the best depiction of how a mortal life that, that is influenced by the tome can just end up getting fucked so hard.
Yeah, exactly. It's a bit of a revelation when, to start with, you think Maximilian's just been put in an asylum because he spoke about what he saw, and then it just turns out he went crazy and killed all his servants because he was paranoid.
Yeah.
But you still feel sorry for him, of course, because you know exactly why he feels paranoid.
Yeah, right? I mean, he did see his servants transform in front of him.
And then he either did or didn't see something weird going on with one of them with his neck bones.
Yeah.
Which,
now, yeah.
I'm inclined to think
that might have been his paranoia.
Yeah, but I mean, it also could have been real, couldn't it?
It could have been real, yeah, exactly.
And then when you're dealing with the bone thieves and there's no way to tell.
When you've seen what he has seen, would you trust anybody ever again?
I do not think so.
Nope. So, yeah. You know what? You're right. Yeah, Anthony and Maximilian are my favorites. Possibly, yeah, I think Maximilian might be my favorite. Even though he's kind of slow and sluggish, I think it's really cool to see his character and, evolve.
And the autopsies are cool.
The autopsies are really... Oh my god, that voice actor, whoever did Maximilian, bra fucking vo. Seriously, fantastic job with him. That's exactly... They could not have picked a better person for, a doctor, just wondering what manner of life form is this before me, and you could hear his mind unraveling.
Edward's scenario intrigues me as well, even though he's a bit of a detached character. It's because the plot line kicks off with his death. It's interesting to play as him.
Yeah, I agree.
That's the first time you find the underground city, and he gets the cool weapons.
Yeah,
so he's fun to play.
But that one drags on because you got to go to all the different rooms.
Yeah, it does a bit.
Yeah.
That place needed to be either more interesting to explore, or you just visit it. You visit it once, or maybe you just don't wander around in it quite as much. Shorter, less frequent, or more interesting. It needed one of those three.
Yeah. Man, I am so glad to have played this, and yeah,
I'm so glad we got to finish it today.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man, I would say, yeah. I do want to continue Silent Hill 4, but yeah, I'm gonna do that on my own.
I mean, yeah, you can always stream it during some other October if you think it's stream worthy.
Can you think of any other, like, again, we have like 10 days left, or fewer than that, like 7, 9, 7, 8. We have 8 days left. Were you interested in doing anything more? Were there any other games that you'd like to see?
I know you were on the fence about it, but I wouldn't mind if you did Amnesia.
Which one?
But there are other things we can think about. We can give it some thought.
Which one?
Oh, first one probably. I mean, Rebirth's interesting, but
yeah, the first one is definitely the best. All right.
Rebirth, I do like Rebirth's environments more. I will give it that. I like the
The only.
But everything else about it's just terrible.
The only thing I can say that about are the fort. I'll be right back. I gotta pee. Be right back.
Okay, sure.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I think I've already talked about this on stream before, but I was gonna say, like, the fortress was by far the absolute best part of Rebirth. Both, like, in terms of setting, scenery, mood, pacing, everything. It was just, it was great, and I love how they managed to take a setting in daylight and make it scary. It's like, too often, we see this, happen, at dusk and at night and everything, but it's like, you took a setting in daylight and made it very scary. Oh, way to go,
yeah,
guys.
Daylight horror is pretty rare.
Yeah. But yeah, unfortunately, outside of that, yeah, what was it? The catacombs, you remember? It's not far after that when you're going into, like, the, cistern, is that it? With the water and everything, and you're going through all those.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I like that. Honestly, like, the part, it's also, the very, Islamic architecture was beautiful, and they made it, and it really gave you a feeling of, like, you are definitely you're still on Earth, but you are definitely in a land that you are unfamiliar with. You're very far from home, that sort of thing, and the ghouls that were that were wandering around there, it all just came together so beautifully, and I really wish that they took advantage of that more than just more rocks, more cliffs, more mountains, more desert, more caves, and honestly, the otherworld parts, you know my opinions of that. The otherworld parts were just we did not need to see that. We just did not need to see that. It was totally unnecessary.
Well, I think we didn't need to see it, and it was, more imply don't show in this case.
Yeah,
but I did also like the environments there, though.
They're okay, but honestly, I did not want to see the world beyond the veil.
No,
I
exactly.
did not want to see the civilization behind the orbs. I did not want to
Not
see...
without a really good reason for it.
Exactly, and honestly, it just ruined all the potential. I did not want to see Tianan. I wanted to just wonder, I wanted to be left wondering what this, who this Tin Hanan, deity was. I did not want to see her story. It was you know what it was? It was the midichlorians. It was midichlorians of Amnesia. That's what it was. It's like, we did not need... This is just completely unnecessary information. You took something that was mystical and fantastic, and you just turned it into a MacGuffin, into a stupid fucking MacGuffin. And you made and MacGuffin characters and MacGuffin story. That's all about supporting it. It's just like, thanks a lot. You took a story about mysticism and removed all the mysticism from it. Thanks a fucking lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Rebirth ruined the Amnesia lore. Just wiped its ass with it. And if they made another Amnesia game, I don't know. Honestly, like, I think the biggest sin of Amnesia is that they unironically had the main character, Tazi Trianon, say live, laugh, love. Unironically.
Yeah, well, that subtracts a few points right there, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It's oh god. Yeah, it's good. Sometimes I get the urge to go back and play it again, but then I just stop myself. It's like, why?
I still think it
I
was
just
alright.
stop myself, and I don't, and then I'm okay.
It was okay. It was just following something that was really good.
Yeah,
It wasn't good.
it did not live up to its legacy.
Too many silly mistakes that did not need to be made, that just only served to drag it down.
Yeah. Got high on their own supply, I guess.
Which is sad, because they did such a good job with Soma.
Yeah, Soma, my god, what a... Played through that game, like, full playthrough, 3 playthroughs through that game, and, I still love it. I still absolutely love it.
It's definitely... I would actually say it's their best work. Even
Yeah,
more so than
I agree. I actually think Soma might be their best work.
Because it's such a good, scary game, such a good lore game, and it poses so many questions as well.
Honestly, when I heard that they were doing a horror game that takes place in the deep sea, oh my god, I was so fucking excited, because seriously, deep sea, scary as shit. That is the perfect fucking setting for, a horror game. And that is one thing that I will say they kind of dropped the ball on. Like, they didn't take advantage of that enough. I mean, yeah, once you take the crawler down into the abyss, yeah, it does get very unnerving, but still, there's so much more terrifying things down there that they should have taken advantage of. I don't think the Leviathan did a pretty good job, because part of the fun of that is the enormity of it. Like seriously, when Alex was talking about, seeing that horror that she had unleashed on the universe and how terrifying it was for her, it's like, you don't need to unleash a cosmic horror. You can see that in the deep sea. That's like, that's part of the terror of the deep sea, is just the enormity of everything that is around you that just completely dwarfs you.
And they didn't show the enormity because all the underwater areas were very, fairly small areas.
Yeah.
Where you can't see very far.
Yeah,
and one thing... Oh, sorry, continue.
No, go on.
Well, one mistake, I think, not necessarily a mistake, but one thing they did... spoilers. One of the things that's frightening about the ocean is that it takes us so far out of, it takes us away from the things we need to survive. It takes us away from oxygen.
Yeah.
And, but by the moment that you enter into the ocean areas in Soma, it's basically revealed that you're a robot and you're fine. You don't have to worry about that sort of stuff. So
good point.
That was one major aspect of
excellent point.
Discomfort. You don't have to worry about your air running out, or what am I going to do for food or anything like that. You're basically immune to.
That is a
tough,
very
scary
good point.
things to
I
do.
never even thought about that. Very,
I didn't
very
until
good
right
point.
now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
and
I
you
was
do-
just thinking about some other ocean game that I saw where you.
And it does
stuck
kind
in
of
the
take
ocean.
away some of the sensibility, or like when these monsters attack you, it's like, I'm a fucking robot. Why does this
Yeah.
knock me out? This doesn't make any goddamn sense. What the hell?
I mean, that's also when you start getting into the really existential horror. So it works, but it's just that they kind of miss the chance to really use the underwater horror.
Very good point. Very good point. So yeah, once again, Soma, not the perfect game, but I think what they did very, very well. And yeah, I do think it is Frictional Games' best work. Bear in mind, I've never played the Penumbra games.
Oh, I need to go back and play. I started one of the Penumbra games, but I never finished it. Need to
I
go
heard
back
good
and
things
play
about them.
And you might even want to play those for your October thingy, but I probably wouldn't watch in that case because I actually really do want to play those myself.
I gotcha. Maybe another time. Maybe next year. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe next time. Yeah.
All right.
So we'll have a think. If you might want to play Amnesia, you might not want to, but we'll have a think about games that you could play.
Sounds good. Yeah, we have about 8 days left. Who knows? Maybe Uninvited. That's on the table too.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So we got a few more games, and maybe if Adele comes back, maybe we might just end up doing that other game.
That other game that shall remain nameless.
Yep, that's a surprise. All right. Well, anything else that you had to add?
I think that's everything.
I think that is all.
It's so all that we have nothing left to say.
And now we just got the Nintendo logo like 3 times.
Yep. Free advertising.
Yeah, so you see now we have the Xelatoth symbol, so if you load it, it'll just start a new file, and or it'll just start a new game, and when we beat that, whatever god we pick, when we beat that one, his symbol will appear, and then, yeah. I don't think you have to clear the game a 4th time to see the
yeah, I think you're right.
I think it's just just on the 3rd time, which means you kind of do get you skimped out on the other god, but it's not that different. And besides, you can just go to YouTube if you want to see them all.
That's true.
Yep.
Because the differences between the between the playthroughs are so small, you can basically just look at YouTube and get the full experience.
All right. Well, I think that will be all. I am weirdly awake. I should not be, but I should tear myself away from it. I feel like I can keep streaming, but yeah, sadly, when the story's over, close the book.
That is a good point.
Do you just quote the first Herbie movie at me? Maybe. Fuck. All right, we're at the point where we're quoting this. We're at the point where we're quoting Nostalgia Critic. Let's get out of here. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Hope you have a good rest of the night, whatever you do, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye, everyone.